Yesterday we had a hugely thrilling game between Gukesh and Wei Yi. All the other three boards were draws. This was the only game going on. This was almost the sixth hour of play. This was the position.
So
Gukesh has
went to
two
black.
knights. If you listen, you'll understand. Shrikan. Gukesh has two knights, 3 pawns, and Wei Yi has rook and 3 pawns. So it's a drawish position. In this position, black has just played rook c1, and here Gukesh played knight e2, attacking the rook. The rook will of course move to, rook went to b1, attacking that side. Knight came here, and now rook b3. What do you do here? Yes.
A4.
Yeah. So this is what Gukesh wanted. First he brings everything together. Like now he is not in any danger. The pawns are all defended. He can't lose this, right? This is a very stable setup. Now next step is how to make this better for you. So here black played king e5. What to do, guys? What's the next step? This is a very nice endgame. We will see if there is time the last few moments of the match. What to do next?
Sir,
Yeah. Ansh.
G3.
Okay, what do you say, Srikanth?
King to E3.
King to e3. King to e3. f4.
Yeah.
f4 check.
F4. Then King F3.
King f3. I play some h5. You kind of in a tangle there. So here Ansh was right. G3 is very important because if you don't play it now, you won't get to play G3. So this side is stable. Now he wants to play H4 and everything is together there. So black played, Wei Yi played rook to B6, and now Gukesh brought his king up.
So is he from China?
Yeah, this match was between India and China. So of course he's from China. So king E3. Black cannot allow the king to get in. Like if you kick this king and you get in, it will be good for white. So rook B4, cutting off the king from going there. So now how will Gukesh make progress? He played king D3. But black still stays there. He plays h6, waiting move. King went back. So Gukesh is not sure how to continue. And now rook b3, king d3, and rook b4, I believe. So what to do now? h4 is unnecessary. You can do it or not do it. It's not necessary. But how to make progress, man? We've got stability. Now is the time to make progress. Like make your king active or make your knights active. But how to do that?
Sir,
Yes.
Knight to F4.
Knight to f4. Okay. But what is the idea? Where are you trying to go?
Like developing a position.
To here. Are you trying? Oh, yeah, knight f4, knight d5 makes.
Developing, like, yeah. Because anyways the king cannot go front, and anyways your knight pawn is protected by knight and knight is protected by king, so you can move the other way.
Okay. So knight f4 is one way to play this. But his king will still be there, so you won't be able to activate your king. Gukesh finds anyone else? Anybody?
So I was thinking,
Huh.
if knight F4,
Huh.
rook takes, pawn takes, king
Rook takes, pawn takes, king takes.
then which pawn will reach first? White's A pawn or the black's F pawn?
F pawn we can deal with the king. King can stop it, but knight can take this and you should be able to win that. So that sacrifice, it's good that you considered it, but that shouldn't be a problem for white. So knight f4 is a plan. Gukesh played knight g1. Why?
He's trying to come to F3.
Yeah. The knight is going to smoke away the king from e5. So then you can make progress with the king. King goes to f6 and the knight comes to d4.
Oh.
So now this progress, knights will become active.
When the king comes back to E4.
Then that's a blunder. Knight c6 fork.
Oh my god.
So don't blunder for when the knight's on the board, always be aware of forks. Rook d8. But here again Gukesh is stuck because you can't play king c4 because
So one time I was playing a game, okay, I was rook and king.
not right now. Let's focus on one thing, Nanj. When you were doing this, why you till one time I did this. That later. Right now, let's focus on the problem at hand. There are two things to consider. There's knight b5 and there is king c4 trying to come here. But then rook will just give a check and you can't come here because the knight hangs. So you'll have to go back. So king c4 is not going to work. He went back with king e3 getting out of the pin. Rook went back here. Gukesh kind of repeated, and I believe Wei Yi also played rook there. And now Gukesh has to find another way to continue. Like he can't make progress with the king, that door is shut. So he plays knight e2. Rook went to b8, knight f4. And she will be happy. Knight f4, rook comes to b1, and now knight d5.
Sir,
Yeah.
I have an idea.
Huh.
If instead of playing b1, wouldn't he have played b4?
Rook
and
b4,
with the
huh?
pawn?
Blunder. When knights are around, you have to look for forks. You guys will blunder your rook so easily if there's a knight on the board. You have to be careful. Knight forks. So he plays knight d5. The king goes to e5, and he brings the knight to c3. He kind of went around a bit with the knights, and now Wei Yi decided rook h1. Two can play a game. He's now putting pressure on Gukesh because the h pawn is.
So I think
You
Gukesh
can
has
play
played
h4, but if you play h4, though, there's a problem. What is it? No, rook g1.
No, you can.
Rook
Play,
g1?
no, you can play pawn f4.
Exactly, good.
Rook g1
h4,
blunders.
f4. And that exchange of pawns.
Sir, rook g1
Yeah,
blunders.
good. Now you see this is good. Rook g1 is a blunder. Knight f3 fork. He's
So
seeing
how
it.
far rook is there on h1?
When somebody said rook g1, na? After rook h1, h4, somebody said rook g1. Rook g1 cannot be played. I think I said rook g1. Okay. Anyway, so knight f3 was played. Check. The king has to go away. King went here. And now h4 was played. But then Wei Yi can still play f4. Or can he? Let's see what. Yeah, he plays rook h3 first. Rook h3. Now you have only one way to defend the pawn, which is Vihan. What should white do? Vihan.
H pawn.
I don't know. You tell me. What
E pawn.
you decide. There's only one way to defend. What is your next move for white? You have to be proactive, no, Vihan. You're asking which pawn. You have to know what to play.
Knight to e2.
Yeah, knight e2 is the only move.
So what about knight d4?
Knight d4. I take the pawn.
Then I take f5.
F5. It's a check. We blunder like that all the time. Even I do. So knight e2, but now f4.
So
f4.
nothing problem.
What will you play?
And knight takes f4.
Rook takes g3.
Okay.
You lose a g pawn and your knight's attacked. But I think you have to do it. F4. No, there is a better move that Gukesh played here. He didn't play knight takes f4.
There's king e4.
King e4 is. Why do you want to give up a pawn for free?
And then he may even promote.
Yeah, then we are under pressure. Yeah, knight g1. Which knight?
So this.
Yeah, because this knight defends it and this knight attacks it. That's there. Well done, Anish, for seeing that. Rook has only one square.
So but it's basically
No,
winning
two
a
squares.
pawn.
H.
So but right now it's basically winning a pawn.
Not really. How are you winning a
How
pawn?
are you
If you
winning?
take, you lose the h pawn. And if you take with a knight, rook will come here. And he'll take a pawn. So
No,
Gukesh
I'm
and
thinking something else.
so right now after rook h2, rook has to go to h2, right? No, h1 or h2. You can't take this with the knight because knight hangs. If you take with this, that's what Gukesh did. And now rook takes h4. So the position has changed a little bit.
So I think it's
So there are two pass pawns on the board.
Yeah, black also has a pass pawn. So who do you prefer here, Ansh? White or black?
equal.
Equal.
Okay, I think I prefer white.
You prefer white. Okay. Anyone else?
I prefer white. Black.
Black. Shrikant.
Black.
Okay, so two people preferring black, two people preferring white. I understand all your viewpoints. I mean, from black's viewpoint, he has got a pass pawn, so white has to be a little bit scared. Like if you're white, you cannot play it like completely with freedom. You always have to worry about this and a rook coming and taking this. Like your knights will take time to defend. If this knight is not there, then if the rook comes here, you can't defend this. So in a way, two knights, it's difficult to deal with the rook.
There's
If the
a
rooks
lot
go
of
here.
pressure here. For example,
Hmm.
you can get the king and start attacking the f pawn.
You mean for black king?
Yeah.
But then no knights are there. It'll be difficult for king also, for black
And then
also, because
if
folks.
if the knights start defending the pawn, then you can move the rook. You can move the rook over and try.
The knights won't defend. Knight will just start giving checks to the king. Like if you come here and if this knight is here, knight here. check. Knight will just kick away the king. So 2 knights will be able to deal with the king. If your rook is nearby, fork chances are also there. So yeah, it's a matter of choice, I believe. It's all equal, except it's going to be fun from here because both sides have chances to lose and win here. Knight f3 was played by Gukesh. Yeah, activating the knight. Wait, yeah, knight f3. Rook went to h1. And here, this was at 12:30 yesterday night, our time, Indian time. Here, those who are watching would definitely get excited. f5. Gukesh is the one pushing now because black plays rook a1, I believe. No, he plays h5. This is now a sort of race. Races are exciting. And Gukesh plays knight c3, which is okay. There was knight g3, but he's down to 1 minute here. Both of them are very low on time. Knight g3 is playable or not?
No.
Because of?
Pawn h4.
No, there's rook h3.
Rook's hand. Yeah, rook h3, knight d5 check. Knight d4 check. And then knight g5. This was actually the better move, the winning move. But he was knight c3. But you can't play with it. This is very less time.
There was a rule if after 40 moves you get 30 moves.
This is like 60-70 move. So that